Hey, this is Max with Aura, and today we're talking about what you should do if somebody bought a car in your name. Of all the dangers of identity theft, you probably think that it's unlikely that someone would or even could buy a car in your name. But vehicle identity theft is much more common than you'd think. According to some studies, there were over 5,000 fraudulent car loans between 2019 and 2021, totaling over $1 billion. So how can you protect yourself from being stuck with the bill for a vehicle that you don't own? In this video, we'll explain how criminals can buy a car in your name and how you can protect yourself from vehicle identity theft. So how does a criminal actually buy a car in your name? In most cases, the scam follows the same model as other types of loan fraud. First, a criminal or unethical family member steals your identity by obtaining your personally identifiable information, such as your name, address, and social security number. Then the scammer uses your information to either buy a car outright using your financial information or to apply for a vehicle loan with a dealership. And the rise of online vehicle dealers such as Caravan, Vroom, and Shift has made this even easier. In some cases, scammers might even pay a down payment themselves just to get the vehicle off the lot. Then with the vehicle in their possession, scammers have no reason to keep up with the payments. Then you'll be contacted by the dealership or a debt collector who's trying to track down the stolen vehicle. So what happens if someone buys a car in your name? Well, vehicle identity theft can be a nightmare to untangle. Until the situation is resolved, you'll have an extra vehicle listed under your name for which you'll be responsible. And if the thief gets in an accident or doesn't pay tolls or commits other infractions, you'll be responsible for the costs. And even after you spend weeks or months trying to prove your innocence, your personal finances will be impacted in several ways. First, your credit score will be damaged. You'll also have to pay higher auto insurance rates if the thief gets into an accident. You could also be sued for accidents that you weren't even in, and you could lose your license. But how will you know for sure that somebody's bought a car in your name? Well, here's how to check for vehicle identity theft. Number 1, there are new inquiries on your credit report. Number 2, you receive a transaction alert from a fraud monitoring service. Number 3, your vehicle's VIN has been duplicated. And number 4, the DMV has you listed as the registrant of a vehicle that you didn't buy. Number 5, your personal information is available on the dark web. Number 6, you receive calls from a dealership about a vehicle that you didn't buy. And number 7, debt collection agencies are coming after you for car payments. So did someone buy a car in your name? If so, here's what to do next. Start by gathering any information that you have about the crime. This could include proof of fraud from the dealership, such as a forged signature on the bill of sale. You should also collect other signs that your identity has been stolen, such as unfamiliar charges on your credit card or fraud alerts from your bank. Also gather copies of your credit report that show the fraudulent inquiries, and keep careful records throughout the recovery process. For instance, every credit inquiry that you dispute will be assigned its own case number that you'll need to reference. Next, file a police report. Report the fraud to your local law enforcement agency and ask to file a police report for identity theft. Then contact the DMV. Explain what's happened and ask them to place a fraud alert on your driver's license. This will help to curb any further identity theft in which the criminal uses your license as a form of ID. It'll also protect you if the criminal gets into an accident or commits a crime using the vehicle. And while you're at the DMV, ask for a copy of your driving record to ensure that there aren't any tickets issued under your name. Next, freeze your credit report to stop further fraud. A credit freeze blocks most third parties from accessing your credit, and it won't impact your credit score. This can stop criminals from taking out vehicle loans in your name because a dealership will need to verify your identity before moving forward. Next, file an identity theft report with the FTC. Debt collection agencies, dealerships, and other lenders will require an FTC identity theft report in order to prove your innocence. And you can file a report with the FTC online at identitytheft.gov. Next, contact any impacted lenders and inform them of the identity theft. These include the car dealership, insurance companies, loan companies, the Social Security Administration, and your bank. Send them each a copy of your FTC and police reports and ask them to close or freeze any fraudulent accounts. And finally, consider signing up for identity theft protection. Aura can help you recover from fraud and even prevent identity theft in the future. Aura monitors your credit and bank accounts in near real time and alerts you of fraud 4 times faster than the competition. Aura also offers an instant credit lock. Lock and unlock your Experian credit file with just one click from your desktop or mobile app. So if you're ready for ironclad identity theft protection, head over to Aura.com and sign up for a 14-day free trial. We'll see you next time.